I've waited in corridors for 6 hours with patients needing urgent medical attention. It's not fair to them.
Wagner Army, they don't value lives.
Today we would have had 2 days' worth of operating planned in these theatres, and we have nothing planned at all in terms of surgical activity.
As much as we didn't get to orbit, the project for us hasn't been a waste. We've learnt a great deal.
The BBC News Channel. More than just the headlines.
From those living with the unlivable to families facing eviction.
I've worked really hard to be able to ensure that my children are safe, and now they are looking at being homeless.
With mortgage rates and rent soaring, Panorama meets the UK households at breaking point. Panorama Cost of Living Can't Afford My Home. Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
The day's most important stories sent every weekday morning direct to your inbox. Subscribe at bbc.co.uk/newsdaily.
This is BBC News with the latest headlines for viewers in the UK and around the world. I'm Samantha Simmonds. Hope and despair in Turkey and Syria as the painstaking search for survivors continues after the earthquakes.
In the second and the third day after the earthquake, they were finding a lot of people. Hardly finding anyone now, almost no one.
US fighter jets shoot down an unidentified object over Alaska. The Pentagon says President Biden gave the order to seek and destroy.
The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. U.S. Northern Command is beginning recovery operations now.
Sports ministers from 35 countries meet online to discuss whether athletes from Russia and Belarus should participate in next year's Olympic Games. And could the party be over for visitors to Amsterdam? We'll explain why the city is clamping down on its reputation for sex, drink and drugs. Hello and welcome to audiences in the UK and around the world. Fears are growing for the hundreds of thousands of people in Turkey and Syria in need after Monday's devastating earthquakes. Living in makeshift shelters and cars in freezing conditions, there are warnings that aid is not reaching areas fast enough. More than 23,000 people are now known to have died. Syrian state media says the government has approved international aid delivery to rebel-held areas in cooperation with the help of the UN, Syrian Red Crescent and International Red Cross. Our correspondent Quentin Somerville has been to Antakya, a city which has seen some of the worst devastation in all of the country. He's been with rescue teams who've been working around the clock, but who now fear time is running out to find people alive under the rubble.
In the darkest hours, a single light shines brightest.